Hi, I'm Dr. Doug. I'm a wellness coach and a fitness trainer. I wanted to share a little something with you about mild depression. Oh, when you feel the blues, you're kind of down, don't feel too good psychologically. There are two first aid remedies that always work. One is to help somebody else. Yeah, get you out of your head. Get you helping somebody else away from your problems. Always works. The other is to get physical. Go out biking, running, walking, lifting, anything to get you out of your head and into your body. Always works. Today I want to address mental health disorders, and they're on the rise. Oh boy, big time. In America, we see a lot of mental disorders, and ran across an article in Science Daily that 1 in 9 American children suffer from attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. That's a mouthful, isn't it? ADHD, 1 in 9. That's a lot, right? These are kids that they can't sit still, they can't be quiet, they can't relate to others. And if you have a child that has this disorder, you know the symptoms. I don't need to explain them to you. I looked up the causes of this from the official YouTube channels or whatever. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Well, I know. It's all about fear. Stagnant fear. Yeah. Fear drives all kinds of mental disorders, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. If you have a child that has ADHD, I recommend you get into family counseling. I'm not blaming anybody, but I'm telling you right now, most families in this country are dysfunctional and need their communication increased among all members. All members need to get into family counseling. I don't know why everybody isn't doing it. I don't know. Well, back in my day, of course, nobody did that unless they were crazy, right? You don't have to be crazy in order to get counseling. Everybody needs it. I mean, yeah. So if you do family counseling with your child, get everybody in there because it's all about the family unit. And of course, society encourages mental disorders. So there's that whole aspect too. But that can be dealt with by education, by educating children about society and how dysfunctional society is. Okay. Family counseling, what a jewel it is. Huh? I found another article, it's really interesting. I'm going to post the link below, that connects depression, schizophrenia, and bipolar disorder in the DNA that goes back millions of years for our Stone Age and before that ancestors. And that's not surprising to me because, in my opinion, all these mental disorders are based on fear, and not just healthy fear, because there's a healthy fear and an unhealthy fear. Healthy fear is when you step out in the street and suddenly there's a bus coming down on you and you're afraid and you jump out of the way. That's healthy fear. It helped you, didn't it? Because it was appropriate to the moment. Unhealthy fear is stagnant fear, stagnant in the future, the past, usually the future, which doesn't exist. If you keep fearing the future, which doesn't exist, your emotions and your body will be stagnant. And that causes all kinds of problems, mental disorders as well as physical disorders. Keep in mind that there's no such thing as a unhealthy mind and a healthy body. The mind and body are connected, so there'll always be physical problems associated with mental disorders. Now, the difference between psychosis and neurosis, let's talk about that. Neurosis is everybody I know. It's almost, right? You can function, but you have this stagnant fear of the future usually, and also the past. Psychosis is where you can't function. You can't even hold a job. The fear is so strong that you can't really even hold a job or relate to people in any really meaningful way, that requires medication of some type. Right? Medical doctors, psychiatrists have their medication. There are other things that can be used. The purpose is to clear the mind of all this heat that's generated that confuses the mind and confuses the blood and confuses the chi, and the medication will clear the mind so that people can benefit from counseling, because really it boils down to understanding reality. Reality is the here and now. It's not the future and what's gonna happen, which we don't know, right? So all of this is on the rise because stagnant fear is on the rise because of heat. Heat generated. Remember, when you clench your fist like that and you're tight and you're scared and all this, you generate heat. And that heat confuses the mind. Well, that heat, of course, is there to get you to run or fight. But you don't really, there's nothing to run or fight because it's imaginary. So, if you have neurosis of some type and you can function, you need a wellness coach. You really do. I do not worry about anything. I used to worry like crazy because I was trained to worry, you know. And in this situation, this cultural situation, I mean, we know the world is approaching big changes. We know that. Everybody knows that in their guts. But that's in the future and it doesn't exist. We don't need to fear these changes. We need to pay attention to the moment. That's what I'm going to help you do. Because I stopped worrying a long time ago. Long time ago. God, I used to worry about everything. Oh my goodness. But you know, I had 7 years of cognitive behavioral therapy, 4 different therapists, and it really brought me into the moment. I can do that with you if you're willing. If you're willing to risk letting go of your fear. That's all I have for today, and be well. Have a great day, everybody. This is Dr. Doug. See you next time.